It's eviction day for Big Brother 26, and we still don't know for certain who will be evicted, T-Core or Rubina. Let's talk about it. Let's pregame before the live eviction, you guys. We're going to roast it. We're going to recap it. We're going to have some laughs. Make sure you smash that like. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hopefully you're wearing something comfy. Grab a beverage, and let's get started.
If you like what you see, come and get it with me. I know you deserve all you want. Your heart's made of gold, but don't wait till you're old. If you want it, I get you some.
Welcome to the Big Brother Breakdown with Jolene. Welcome to the Baby Breakdown with Jolene. That's me. Hello, everyone. Happy Thursday. Happy Big Brother Eviction Day. Welcome to the Big Brother Breakdown with Jolene. That's me, stand-up comedian and Big Brother superfan Joleen Lunzer here to break it all down for you with a comedic twist. All right? We roast, we recap, we have a good time. Reminder, I'm very opinionated. But that doesn't mean you can't have your opinion in the live chat and we can just agree to disagree about this silly show we watch in the summer and then sometimes well into the fall.
What's POV?
Don't worry about it, Candy. You don't need to know anymore. You guys, first things first, but first, before we get into all the spoilers and the speculation, make sure you smash that like if you haven't already. It helps with the algorithm. It helps my channel. It's a free way to support the channel, and I appreciate it. I'm going to set a like goal since it is technically spooky season, 666 likes. All right. So smash it if you haven't already. Subscribe. We are well on our way to 44K. So hit that subscribe if you haven't already. And if you want to support the channel further than liking or subscribing, you can do what Dame did here and you can become a YouTube member. All right. Or you can do what Barbara did, and she recently became a Patreon member. Links for all of that are in the description of this video. You can also send a super chat while I'm live here on YouTube. I'll highlight your comment. It's a great way to support the channel. Otherwise, you can send a super thanks after the video posts. And then obviously, shout out to all of you who hit me up on the Venmo, PayPal, Cash App. Okay. Welcome, Dame. And make sure you join us every Monday at 4 p.m. Pacific for the H of H with Jolene, where you get exclusive bonus content where we just dig deeper and have more laughs about BB26. And now if you just became a member, Dame, you are sitting on a gold mine of lots of bonus lives that you can watch to catch up. Yes, Barbara, welcome to the Patreon. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you, Laura. That is so sweet of you. And shout out to my mods. Thank you, Atharella, for dropping the link for my Patreon and my YouTube membership. You guys are amazing. Okay. So what is going on in the Big Brother house? You might want to know. All right, let's talk about it. Obviously, Leah, HOH. All right. On the block originally, Chemo and Rubina. But then Angela came in. Last night's episode, we had the janky Veto episode. And Angela's like, at least will always have the AI arena. And they're like, Angela, what? Angela, we don't, that's not here anymore. Oh, yeah, sorry. Angela, I wish it was still here. Okay. So Angela won the veto, and then Leah won the janky veto. However, Leah's janky veto was a secondary veto because whoever took second in the candy puzzle contest last night for the veto got this janky veto, which meant before the power of veto ceremony, they had to complete another little task competition in order to turn it on, I guess, turn on the janky veto. So Leah won that janky veto. She had to go over to one of the carnival games in the janky world because, we know they're outside all week in this janky world that I am so happy ends today. You guys were so close to it ending. Then we don't have to deal with airplane noises, car alarms, just bad audio all around, and pizza parties. I don't even want to eat pizza anymore. Ice cream, I still want to eat ice cream, or dance parties. Okay. So Leah had to complete one of the carnival games, and it was throw the ball at the milk jugs, and Leah didn't get any. Goose egg, 0. And in the episode, they made it look like she really tried, and Leah herself has said on the feeds she didn't really want to use the janky veto. So it's always interesting looking at the episode edit versus the live feeds, because Leah was like, I don't want to use the janky veto. She didn't actually want to use hers and have it Chelsie versus T-Core. She was like, I'm just going to focus on the trio of Rubina, T-Core, and Chemo, this week. And in her words, she threw it. Okay. Yeah. She threw it 3 ways to Sunday, like Joseph was saying. She had 5 balls, 3 tries. And Janky's like, hopefully you guys have been practicing. So ultimately, Angela uses the veto. She takes chemo off the block because she feels bad. She's like, I just want to be on the wrong side of the vote again. I voted chemo out twice. So she's thinking, hey, this will repair my relationship with chemo. And so far, so good. I mean, even when chemo's talking about what he would do in the future, like if he wins HOH next, he's been talking about wanting to pay Angela back for that. Even though Angela, in her game conversations, like when she was talking with Cam yesterday on the feeds, she said, oh, I don't think chemo has to pay me back. No, but come on. Of course, you're going to do that, hoping you gain favor again with him. She didn't want chemo going to the jury like completely anti-Angela, because there's a good chance Angela sits in those final 2 chairs. All right. And she's preparing for that. So somewhat her jury management and somewhat her still trying to, stay alive and have allies in this game. So chemo's taken off the block. T-Cor's replaced. Last night's episode was crazy, watching T-Cor just like collapse. And Rubina's crying. And, Rubina and T-Cor do have this really great friendship. They are besties in the house. They're making up dances. They're sharing secrets. They're doing everything. So it is the end of an era. This, and add in chemo for the trio. They're really good friends. Like they have stayed up late all season and talked about, their lives and personal things. They've roasted each other. They've talked about going on trips together. So it's, 60 plus days. Was it 66, 67 days of them together? And this is the first time T-Cor is hitting the block. So she's like, this is all new to T-Cor. Her and Leah were the last of the Big Brother 26 people to not touch the block. And now it's just Leah. So watching T-Cor last night, I was like, oh shit. Like she just fell. She was like, fairy tales. So this is what they get for talking like babies in their baby voices. They all do it. They all must be punished for the dang baby voices. Okay. So now T-Cor versus Rubina. And you might be wondering, well, who's going to go? We don't know yet. What we do know is that MJ, Angela, and Leah want T-Cor gone. Okay. They feel like T-Cor is stronger. She has a better social game. Okay. MJ has been making the case that T-Cor and chemo are closer. So break them up. And that T-Cor and chemo are the more strategic out of the trio. And to keep Rubina. Rubina's been putting in work, campaigning for herself to stay. When I doubted her a couple days ago that she was just going to lay down and die, I was like, oh, here we go. Please don't do this to me, Rubina. She didn't. She picked herself back up and she campaigned. And T-Cor has been campaigning too. They both have been hitting the campaign trail. All right. Meanwhile, Chelsie wants T-Cor to stay. Cam is still, we don't know. All right. And chemo, we don't know. We don't know. Okay. Hold that thought, Ramona. Tomorrow I'm going to go, sorry, you guys, quick pause. My PO box paused and didn't automatically renew because apparently I don't have that set up. So now I have to go to the post office tomorrow. I got the form and everything. My husband Cho went there the other day. They're like, you need to fill out this form and the right person's not here right now. So I got to bring it in tomorrow. So if you already sent it, hopefully by then it'll just be reinstated. And I love my PO box. And I thank you guys so much for sending me gifts. And now 2 people have sent me something and I think they've been sent back to them and I apologize. And if you can resend it, if you're like, screw you, Joleen, that's fine too, because I understand it's a big pain in the ass and I'm so sorry. And I won't let that happen again. Okay. I'm going to try my best not to let that happen again. All right. Okay. So, back to the game talk. So T-Cor and, so Cam, it's basically Chelsie and MJ. Who will Cam believe? Who will Cam go with? I should say Chelsie versus MJ in their little trio, because Chelsie wants T-Cor to stay. MJ wants Rubina to stay. All right. So when Cam had talks with Chelsie on the feeds, Cam was like, that makes sense. If we leave, because Chelsea's making a lot of claims. She's like, hey, if we leave Rubina in this game, that's basically a number for Leah and them. They're going to take us out. We are gone in a W and I. Okay. So we can't be doing that. We can trust T-Core. We need to keep it together. All right, Mr. Cuddlebugs, Mr. Cuddle MJ, let's keep it together. And Cam's like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. But then MJ talks to Cam, and MJ's like, well, Leah told me that T-Core told her that your name, that she threw your name out there. And Cam's like, my name? Yeah, she did. And then Cam talks to Chelsie, and Chelsea's like, what? No. And then Cam talks to T-Core, and T-Core says, okay, it's T-Core. So T-Core's like, and then the Anadali comes in. Anadali, she's like, I didn't really throw your name out there. I didn't throw a name. I said a strong competitor. And I was I didn't say anyone's name, but I was pointing at MJ. Not you, Cam. I want you in this game. I want a person of color to win the game. And Cam's like, okay. But you did put me on the block previously. And T-Core's like, no, I didn't say you, Cam. It was MJ. Don't tell her. So then Cam's like, okay, well, that could make sense too. But I think this doubt in Cam's mind about this, and I also think the fact that he's previously been put up by T-Core, he's just like, nah, I don't know. So here's my prediction, and I could be wrong. I think Cam is going to vote T-Core out today. Let me know what you guys think in the chat. But from the conversations I've watched on the feeds, from Cam going back and forth and Chelsie pulling them and MJ pulling them, and the pull of, both Leah and MJ saying this, now Chelsea's like, oh no, Cam. First of all, Cuddlebug. All right, let me tell you something. That is not true. Leah is trying to tear us apart. Okay, she's tearing us apart. Don't believe her blonde hair. And we know that she's a liar that eats her boogers. So Chelsea's like, no, you can't believe Leah. Leah wants to tear us apart. Just like MJ's trying to tear us apart. No, we'll keep MJ right now. But no, you and I. And Cam's like, oh, that could be true too. So Cam is going back and forth, back, forth and forth. We don't know. Chemo as well. Because Chemo originally was like, Rubina, aloha. So sad that you have to go out this way. And Rubina's like, I'm sorry, what? Sorry? Which then made Rubina go, whoa. Rubina's not going anywhere. 4'9" Rubina, I'm not going anywhere. Okay, she put her roller skates on and she got to work. So that kind of inspired her, gave her a little inspiration to keep fighting. And now, as far as T-Core and Rubina talking to Chemo about his vote, T-Core has been very much like, do what's best for you. So you don't have to, if I want you to get far in this game, Chemo, it's a win for me if one of us makes it. So T-Core was really nice about it. I mean, she wants to stay. She's made it clear to everyone she wants to be in this game. She's like, I just want to make it to BB Comics. And they're like, okay, Kim. All right, T-Core, got it. And then Rubina took some information Angela gave her. All right, so Angela was like, Rubina, I love you so much. Oh, I love you. Like I love Chuck. I'm going to call you Lexi the second. Okay, I call Leah Lexi. You're Lexi number 2. I love you, Leah. I love you so much. I love you. Oh my God. It's love for the first, and I will always love you, Rubina. Ooh. Angela's like, I love you. This is freaking big brother. But just so you know, when I was going to use the power of veto on Chemo, T-Core actually said I should use it on you. And you should take that information and you should tell Chemo and you should use it. You should. I'm just saying. I'm just a mother. I'm a mother to a fault. Okay. Crazy eyes. No, that's Matt. But you know what I'm saying? Okay. Then you should call him Crazy Eyes. Okay. And Rubina took that information and did tell that to Chemo. So I'm kind of feeling like Chemo might go the way of Rubina too. Because T-Core basically gave him the, I still love you no matter what. We will go to these trips together. We'll go to London where I'm from. All right. You can meet my twin sister and I will crochet you a thong to wear to the gay bar. Okay, so don't worry about it. I will not a thong. What is it that the men sometimes wear? I think it's not a nut cup. You know what? I'm a jock strap. I will crochet you a jock strap. Okay, she didn't say that, but I really hope she crochet a jock strap. Okay, so Tikor kind of, in just her being like, "I'm rooting for you, chemo," gave him the out to, not vote for her. And she does. The thing with these three is they do love each other so much in this game that they'll be sad to leave each other, but they keep saying, no hard feelings, no hard feelings. No, we'll not have hard feelings. And I feel like they're not going to have hard feelings. Okay. They're a very wholesome, sweet friendship, which for the most part, I love, especially when they're campaigning. Now, if they would have just given up and died, I would have been so pissed. If they wouldn't have even campaigned or talked game, I would have been pissed. If they would have just been making up TikTok dances for Chemo's 36th birthday that will never end, I would have been pissed. But since they're campaigning, I'm like, yes, you can show us your wholesome friendship. Thank you, Chelsie, so much for the first super chat of the live. Chelsie Kane, thank you so very much. Okay. So the feeds have actually been feeding. They have been popping. But they're outside. Okay. So it's still very frustrating if you are literally trying to listen and pick up what they're saying. It's like playing, and then here's what I'm going to do. And then their whispers are so soft now. And then it's like, there's alarms going off. They're smelling food from other restaurants and talking about it. They're constantly getting interrupted by each other because there's really nowhere to go. They're hiding behind Ghost Pepper, the pony that Cam rides, like that movie we talked about yesterday. I already forgot the name of the movie. I keep wanting to say Clockwork Orange, but the Jennifer Connelly, Requiem for a Dream. Cam is on that thing like Jennifer Connelly from Requiem for a Dream, like, and it's not that bad to watch. It's not that bad to watch. Rubina likes to ride Ghost Pepper too. So yeah, and I think we talked with Chuck last night during the live, and Angela has ridden it.
I wish a mother would.
Angela wishes a mother would. Okay? Would. All right. So I think Pepper is the last name, Joseph. So Ghost Pepper. That's what I think. Ghost first name, Pepper last name, middle name, unsure. Thank you, David, for the super chat. David says, I truly think Cam will keep T-Core tonight. See, we're on different pages with that, and I love it. I kind of think he's going to go the way of voting T-Core out, which will be very interesting. Yes, Peter, they're still by the porta potties. They're still by the poopers. It's disgusting. It's gross. Let me pull up some visuals here. So Big Brother kept them busy, interrupting their conversations, making them have dance parties, pizza parties, saying janky, janky, Jankie, janky, janky, you hate me, singing the janky song. Had him have a twerk party. Angelo and crew are talking about Saltburn. If you've never seen the Saltburn movie, it's super good, but also very disturbing. And Angela got to a certain scene where she's like, and then she was wearing by the fountain, she was wearing a white see-through thing, and the guy wanted to go down on her. Angela's like giving the play-by-play of the movie Saltburn, and Big Brother steps in and is like, Janky wants you to have a dance party. Like, we don't want you to talk about fellatio, Angela. Janky wants you to make some ice cream and have a dance party. Then they had them limboing over and over. And we saw it a little bit in last night's episode. But Chemo's like, I can't do any more limbo. My back, my neck, my back, my ussy, and my crack. I can't do this. All right. So between the limbo, the ice cream, the pizza, the dance party, the twerk off now, because they've taught, get ready, Chuck, because now Angela knows how to twerk too. Like, yeah. So it does sound like an old Slinky commercial. Yes, it totally does. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Yes, they were talking about Saltburn for days. And I just recently watched Saltburn. And then I realized I didn't finish it. There was still like a whole 20, 30 minutes. I thought it was over. And I must have just stopped it because I was like, it's really good, but it's like, holy shit. And then I watched the ending. I was like, it got even worse and crazier. So them trying to explain it is crazy. They also questioned, where did Big Brother come from? Where Angela was like, where did this term Big Brother come from? And here comes Leah going, okay, like there was like a novel by like George Orwell and it was like 1984, but it was like written like way before like 1984. And like what happened is this guy was thinking of like a dystopian, utopian, euphoria type future where there was like cameras everywhere. And that was before cameras were everywhere. And people thought he was like a time traveler because he like predicted all of this stuff. And it was like, Big Brother is watching you. This Orwell guy said that. And it was like so crazy. And then people were like, oh my God, he must be like Back to the Future. But like Back to the Future like wasn't even like a movie yet. So like that's kind of like where the term came from. And I'm like, okay, Leah, with a little bit of knowledge about the 1984. And quite a few of the house guests were like, never heard of it. Never heard of this novel. So Leah, you know, she'll surprise you sometimes. She'll be like, okay, Leah's no dummy. You know, she may not get all the facts right, but she's hitting the points, you know, with a ton of likes. Leah's like so smart. She's like, yeah. And then they like wrote this thing and it was like back in like the day, like I don't even know if they have televisions then yet, but maybe they did, it was like 1940 something. But anyways, like they made it and like it was like Big Brother. And then there was like the Big Brother is like the like thing, you know, that's like watching you. And now we like have people like watching us all the time. So when they made like the show, they were like, we'll call it like Big Brother after George Orwell in 1984, which is like a crazy novel. Also, Saltburn is basically like surrounds the concept of like eat the rich. Yeah. Anyways, who wants some pizza? I was like, okay, Leah. Like classic literature is like really cool, guys. Yeah, Rebecca, it's like pretty cool. It's like actually really good. It's like a great book. Okay, it's like totally great. Yes. Dame, thank you so much for the super chat. Dame says, what are the chances they blindside T-Core and that she leaves tonight? I think there's a good chance. Honestly, we got Angela on board. We got MJ on board. MJ is not budging. Chelsie tried to budge MJ. It was like hitting all the points she hit on Cam. And MJ's like, no. And when anyone comes up and asks, obviously not when T-Core's around, and when like Angela's asked or Leah has checked in, even in front of like Chelsie and Cam, MJ has said, we're keeping Rubina. We're voting T-Core out. We're set, right, guys? We're set. And they're like, yeah. So Chelsie, definitely not good for her game. She doesn't want to do it. But all they need is 3. Okay. So if Chemo happens to give, happens to vote T-Core out because she kind of gave him the out to do so, or if Cam changes his mind, that's all it takes. Just one of those two changing their mind. So it could be, but again, who knows? Because the feeds were down most of the morning. They had the house guest sleeping in, and then the feeds went to pets. And then right before I was live, they were like, oh, now we're going to show feeds. So there could be a last ditch effort, something that just sways Cam or sways Chemo in one direction or the other. But right now, this is just pure speculation of the vibes I'm getting. And I feel like T-Core could go. But then again, I could be very wrong. The house guests also are, they're like, someone on Twitter put, they are the epitome of a 90s sitcom. Okay. Because they were all sitting outside and it's like they're in a Broadway performance. It's like I don't even think I have a picture of this, but it's almost like they're the cast of Rent or something. I don't know. I'm trying to think of like a young Broadway cast and I'm not, super Broadway proficient over here. But they were like, hey guys, what's up? And they started like talking. You know what's really great about Big Brother? What? Tell us. Well, the food, the fun, the friends. And they're all like, ha, 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 sitting on the stair together. And then ultimately they break into song that Cam starts. Okay. And I don't have a visual of that, but we'll just look at some of the one-on-ones over here. They're like, "Hail Mary. Hail girls. What's up? Jerusalem's been a real drag." It was like they were in Sister Act. "Oh yeah? Not that guy." Oh, how do they go? "Nothing you could buy could make me tell a lie to my God, my God. I gave my God my word of honor to be faithful, and I'm gonna." Okay, that's what I was thinking of. Sister Act 2. All right, Sister Act 1, Sister Act 2, whatever. They're all good Sister Acts, but that's what they were basically doing. They're like, "Hey guys, what's up? Let's do a song. What do you got, Cam?" And then they were acting as though Cam just came up with this song. And then they all start singing it together. And I'm like, this cast is just ridiculous and hilarious. And I do love all of them. Honestly, there isn't anyone in this cast that's left right here that I'm like, I don't like that person. I like them all. Do I have my frustration sometimes? Of course. But I like them. And I'm gonna. Okay. So let's listen to a little bit of audio from it. I sped it up a little bit because I was going to make a clip for it, but I didn't finish it yet. But they're just talking.
Guys, I'm never gonna forget something.
Okay, that's too fast. That's too fast, you guys. I'll slow it down for you a little bit. But Rubina kind of starts it, and she's really good at this. She's just like, "Hey guys, what's going on? Like, what do you think of this?" And they're like, "What? What are you talking about, Rube?" She's like, "This Big Brother stuff. What's it all about? What are we doing here?" You know, so they start acting as though it's like the. Okay, let me save this, and then we'll play it. We'll play a little bit of it, and then Cam gets up. They're like, "Hey guys, what's up?" It's like watching High School Musical theater at this point. They're all kind of touching each other. Angela's pretending to get something out of Leah's teeth, and it's pretty ridiculous, but so on brand for this cast. All right.
Guys, I'm never gonna forget something. Like, I love it. It's like, do you remember when? I don't think I could ever forget. Yes.
So like, do you remember when? I don't think I could ever forget. You got something in your teeth there, Leah.
We had a lot of love and laugh.
Wait.
We had a lot of love. We had a lot of laughs. We had a lot of friendship. And Cam's like, wait, guys. This should be a song. Look, let me lay down the song. So the Cam stands up.
Remember the good times that we had. Remember the love and the food and the laughs. Remember the chilling in the back. In
The Big Brother house.
Remember the good times that we had. Remember the love and the food and the laughs. Remember the chilling in the back. In the Big Brother house. Remember the good times that we had. Remember the love and the food and the laughs. Remember the chilling in the back.
In the Big Brother house.
Remember the good times that we had.
In the Big Brother house that we had. Remember the children. Remember the in the Big Brother house. Then they all laugh. So I think that's going to be a tonight's episode. Okay. They're like, remember the good times that we had. Remember the chilling in the pan. Remember the good food we had in the Big Brother house. Remember when Angela came down the stairs and she was clapping like it was a good day. Then she called out crazy eyes in the Big Brother house. Remember when Tucker was farting on everything and then Tucker blew up the house. Remember when Tucker was like, I don't know how to play this game, but it ended up being good. Remember when Rubina and Tucker had sex. They were laying, they got wet. Remember when we walked in on them and then they started showing us. Remember when Cam cuddled with MJ, and then Kim cuddled with Leah, and then Chelsie got so mad in the Big Brother house. Remember when Chemo was burping and Chemo had gas? Remember when Chemo was kind of annoying us on the feeds? Remember when Tico said and then Tico said and Tico said in the Big Brother house? Remember when Leah said like? Remember when Leah was getting stalked by Quinn? Remember when Quinn thought he could hook up with Leah in the Big Brother house? That actually is kind of fun. I think we need to keep the song going. Remember when MJ was in a showman's during the first week with Crazy Eyes, and they stayed up till 4 a.m. and then wondered why people were thinking they were showmans. Duh, you're hanging out all night, and you're young, and your genitals are throbbing, and you want to hook up. You're making yourself a target. Remember when Brooklyn came to Big Brother and she wanted to be the first married mother to win this damn game, but it's going to be Angela Murray. Yeah. Remember when Kenny came on in and pretended he had a food truck and he didn't know anything about food and he looks like a cop. And then he thought there was a girls' alliance, and then Brooklyn checked his ass, and then he tried to quit every week, and we were like, can he just go? Yeah, that is fun. That is really fun. Remember when Lisa was here and she put glitter in her ear and on all of their food and they hated her? Remember when Angela called her a twit and she was like, what did you say to me? Don't bully me, Angela. And Angela was like, I'm not a bully. Yeah, that was pretty good. Remember when Matt was in the house for just a week? He was in the house. He got called Crazy Eyes and brought his mom up in the fight. And then he cried like a baby. Then he got evicted. Then he went on TikTok and did the cringiest shit. I think that's everyone. I can't remember if there's remember when Cedric entered the house and everyone thought he was a fetus, but really he was a zygote. Then he got evicted and we all cried and found out he is really 21. Yeah. Oh, remember when Joseph was here and he had a mustache like this and he went in a tent and spizzed in it. Then he left the tent and bragged about it and said, I pleasure myself, and the jizz was everywhere. Then Cam asked what he did with the jizz and we were like, what do you think? Do you think he ate it? And then Joseph said he just used a Kleenex to clean it, but I kind of think he ate it now that I know more about Joseph. Okay. Thank you, Jan, for the Venmo. I just got that. All right. Oh my gosh. We got to have a jizz song. We got to. So yeah, I am a fan of making up songs. As long as we're doing Big Brother other campaigning and stuff, but I feel like theirs was very wholesome. Mine, not so wholesome, but much more truer. Thank you, David, for the super chat. My appreciation for your song. I'm laughing. I'm glad you guys liked it. We're just having a little fun. Always end with a jizz segment. Cause Joseph doesn't have the riz, but he definitely has the jizz. And it went all over the tent while Matt was talking. During the isolation punishment, Matt was talking nonstop, but that didn't stop Joseph from getting a rager in the cager. Yeah, too fun. Okay, I have to stop. But thank you, Rebecca. BB Broadway. We're doing BB Broadway. So I am just so happy that this freaking twist janky world is going to be over. I need them to get back inside. I need them to stop whispering so softly. I need them to not have planes, trains, and automobiles, getting in the way. Noise pollution, less noise pollution will be great. I need them to have places to sneak away, to have conversations. I don't want them to eat pizza or ice cream anymore. I don't care if I ever see them dancing or twerking, but they can still make up their songs. All right. So the trio has had quite a few conversations and knowing that they're going to get broken up and how they're going to be like friends forever, friends until the end. And basically tonight it'll just come down to, who sold it better, Chelsie versus MJ, because we're watching MJ evolve in real time. Okay. With this game. So many of these players had no idea what they were doing in the beginning, but now day 66, we're like, oh, okay. We can see all that they've learned. It's almost like Big Brother school. They may not have come into this knowing a lot about the game, but they are leaving and evolving and progressing with more knowledge. Thank you, Melissa, for the super chat. Melissa says, thanks for the laughs. You are so welcome. You are so welcome. Oh, Lordy. So yeah, we'll see. With MJ, she had a conversation with Angela yesterday. We talked about it a little bit yesterday during my live update. And MJ's like, I know. Like, I am close to Chelsie, because Angela's like, well, you're close to Chelsie. And MJ's like, yeah, I am close to Chelsie, but I also realize that Chelsie will pick Cam over me. So I need to now do what's best for me. And what's best for me is T-Core to leave. And what's best for her is T-Core to stay. So MJ she is spreading her wings, and Chelsie has been a boss when it comes to strategizing in this game and coming back from the Pentagon being blown up and Cedric going home and Brooklyn going home to rising to the level she's at now. But it is very interesting to see that, just like we predicted, within that trio, there are far more cracks in the foundation of MJ, Cam, and Chelsie. And I think this has a lot to do with the fact that Chelsie just could not stop when it came to Cam cuddling. She could have just let it go, or she could have just talked to Cam separately. But now there have been multiple conversations. There's been a blow up where she called him an asshole. Her and MJ have talked recently about this. And as much as Chelsea's trying to, put this out there like, oh, it is all game. Like, I just see other people talking about it. Not me. I don't care. I am fine. I am not jealous. No way. Even though Cam said it's giving jealousy, I am not jealous. I am saying it's bad for Cam's game to do this. And maybe I'm protecting you too, MJ. It's not that I don't want him to cuddle with anyone, and that I think we're secretly married, and that I want him to sign in blood that he will never touch, look at, talk to, or breathe near another woman again. It's not that. It is that it's for the game. And MJ is now very cognizant of, like, it's been talked about enough that she's like, oh, am I being perceived as like a hello, I have a guy at home, kind of. And then also Matt, I talk about him all the time, right? And I'm like, I don't really hear you talk about Matt very much. If anything, MJ has said on the feeds that if Matt was still in the game, he would have probably given her the ick by now. So, and how tight his jeans are. And she doesn't like that. But she says she's talking about him every day. But okay, MJ. So, but MJ's like, I'm not. She had this conversation with T-Core. She was like, and then, people are thinking me and Cam, I am a giver. I cuddle, but I am not, like, no. And I don't want to upset anyone. And so I'm going to, like, shut it down. I'm going to, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, he comes near me, I'm going to spray him with holy water. And then Cam's like, to Chelsie, what am I going to do when MJ jumps on my lap? So I think, this Chelsie being jealous of the Cam situation with MJ and cuddling, and previously with Leah, I don't think it did her any favors that she couldn't just let that one go. If anything, I think it kind of caused some distrust within her own little trio and made it so now, she should be able to. I mean, her and Cam have been very close since the beginning. She should be able to sway Cam to keep T-Core, but it's more difficult now because of all of this, behavior she's shown toward him. And he's like, I'm sorry, what? And then with MJ, and then trying to pass it off as it's just game, it's just strategy. And it's like, it's not, though. It's not, Chelsie. Don't let this rob you of the $750K. You could be in those finals. And she still could, but it hasn't done her any favors, I'll say. Wendy Carney, thank you so much for the super chat. That was the best. Thank you. Thank you so much. We have fun. We're silly. We're just silly. Chair City, thank you for the super chat. It says, thank you for getting the janky song out of my head. In the big brown house. You're so welcome. So, as it stands right now, you guys, we don't know. We don't know what's going to happen. It's Rubina versus T-Core. And either way, it's going to be very interesting to see who wins this next HOH. Now, I know on last night's episode, they said, and an HOH live. But was that really, did they announce it on their social media? Do we have direct confirmation that we will get a live HOH? Or was it just that what the Mr. B said at the end of the episode? I don't know. I hope we get a live HOH, whether it is in the episode or whether it is on the feeds. I'll take it. But yeah, Ashley says no double eviction tonight, right? No, they would have announced it, and they have not announced it. So no. But MJ's putting in the work with Rubina, and a lot of the house guests are saying they would target, and by a lot, I mean, T-Core says if she stays, she's going to target Leah and Angela. I think obviously Chelsie has got a bone to pick with Leah now. If she would win HOH, MJ, I would not target. I think an MJ HOH might be the most boring, only because I think she was talking about like chemo and maybe even putting, I don't know if she'd put Rubina up. Maybe she'd do chemo and Angela. I'm not sure. But I think the craziest team fun feeds is going to be Angela, Chelsie, a Rubina HOH. I would like to see it. I don't know what she'd do. We haven't seen her in a position of that much power before. So we'll see. And I don't know if they're going to do the HOH competition in the backyard. I imagine they're going to have they're probably not even going to go in the house for the live vote and eviction. They'll probably just do it outside to finish out the twist. So, yeah. Slip and slide? I don't think so, because unless they do it on a separate sound stage. But maybe. I don't know. They said they would start. Okay, so maybe Heidi, hopefully there'll be a start to the HOH on the episode, and then we can watch it on the feeds as well. That would be amazing. She told Leah Chelsie needed to go up. Oh shit. Anna says Angela, chemo, or Rubina would be ideal for an HOH. It really would be. I think that would be a lot of fun. Shine says Chelsea's big mad at Leah, and she didn't even put her up. Big blunder. Yeah, Leah's coming out of this HOH with some people upset with her, and Chelsea's been working to keep the target on Leah. So we'll see. Boston Girl says Rubina will just put up Leah and Angela. Boring. I think Rubina will go after Leah. I don't. Yeah, you might be right, Boston Girl. And I mean, who doesn't want another Angela HOH? I mean, I know there are people out there who don't want it, but I want to see it. Yes. I would love to see another Angela. Amy says hoping for an Angela or MJ HOH. Either way, it's going to be so much better just watching the feeds and keeping up than it was this week. No more porta potties. No more loud noises. It's going to be great. Lisa says, I don't think Angela would put MJ. No, I don't think she would either. And MJ won't put up Chelsie. If MJ puts up Chelsie, that's crazy. That'd be crazy. Jermaine, thank you so much for the super chat. Jermaine says, thank you for all your updates. You are so welcome. Thank you guys for being here and participating in the live chat and just being awesome. So, yep, Angela will keep stacking that resume. Rubina would put up Chelsie and now that Chelsie and Leah, that would be so freaking fun. So fun. I would love that. Edie, I hope you're right. Lori says chemo would be interesting because he wouldn't put up Angela. Yeah, because he did say, Lori, that he probably wants to, pay it forward that Angela used the veto. Angela was talking like they were square when she was talking to Cam. Like, no, chemo doesn't have to. It doesn't owe me anything. But she knows that he will feel like he does owe her a little something. So let's see. Who all has put up Rubina? Oh, interesting question. Offhand, I don't even know everyone who's put up Rubina. Ramona says, it's disgusting how they're sleeping next. Thank you, Ramona. It is so disgusting. It is beyond disgusting. Spark says, if Angela gets to the end, I would definitely vote for her. She was a true survivor and used all her wiles to stay. It was not pretty at times, and she had a huge strike against her with her age. I mean, all of that is very, very true. And she started the week like normally someone who starts their week that way would have probably been sent packing, and she wasn't. To have that wild of a first week HOH and to still be here well into, the season, into the jury, that's crazy. Oh, speaking of Joseph, there was a little bit of Joseph talk. All right. And they were Leah was bringing up how Joseph, how he didn't, how they were kind of talking about how he was dirty, basically. And it was, I think MJ was there and Chelsie was there, and they were talking about how Joseph, they never saw Joseph do a load of laundry. And Chelsie was talking about how she had to be like, are you going to wash those sheets, Tucker sheets? Remember we were talking about how he slept on Tucker sheets? He was like, it's fine. I love it. I love Tucker sheets. Tucker actually told me that he wanted me to sleep on his sheets because he thought I was like a Dr. Will player, and he actually came to me for advice. On women too, on women. He wanted my advice because I'm a player and I'm playing just to play. Okay. They call me, you heard of too short? They call me too long. Get it? It's because of my mustache. So they said Joseph, just not a clean person, that Quinn would help around the house and Joseph would never help. So there was some Joseph slander going on, even though it, I don't think it was incorrect because we remember him sleeping on Tucker's dirty ass sheets. We totally remember that. So Yvonne says Angela is a messy game player, but she has gotten far. She has gotten far. Jermaine says if Angela makes it to the end, I will be cheering for her to win. I can't believe I said that. Me too. How interesting. If she makes it to the end, how messy and interesting. And like I said, her final 2 speech. Speaking of which, I got to clip that when we improvised her final 2 speech like a week ago in the lives and post that because I want to see when she does make it to final 2 if it's close to what I thought she would say. Carla T, thank you so much for the super chat. Carla says, I cannot get the tune in the Big Brother house out of my head. You are so funny, Jolene. Thank you, Carla T, and thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate that. And in the Big Brother house. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Edie says MJ better target Chelsie or she will regret it. Yes, that's the one thing we miss about Joseph is the impressions of him. So thank you, Joseph. Joseph, Jolene made this week fun. I tried, you guys. I tried. I struggled. I'll be honest. I struggled this week. It was a struggle, but you all were here and you helped me get through it. And now we're back in the house. So yay. So we'll see who's going to go home tonight. But that's what you need to know right now. I will be live tonight after the episode airs, probably not right after the East Coast airing, probably just a little later, like I do, but not too late. I won't wait till the Pacific airing. And if I do, I'll post it in my community, but I don't think I'll wait because last night's episode, oh my goodness, they played that really late in Pacific. I was going to watch it in Eastern right when we got off here, but then I got doing something else. And so I had to wait for it to air in my Pacific time zone. And I was like, oh my, it's like 10 p.m. it aired at. Can you just, they really treat us like garbage when Survivor's on. And I love Survivor, but come on, wait a little bit. Give us a minute before you start Survivor. They could have waited a little bit or put it on a different day when you're not airing Big Brother. But there I go, just complaining again. All right. So thank you guys so much. Don't forget to hit that like if you haven't already. Welcome all my new members. Dame, Barbara, welcome to the Patreon. Chelsie, thank you for the super chat. David, thank you for the super chats. Dame, thank you for the super chat. Rebecca, thank you for the super chat. Melissa came in with the super chat. Thank you so much. Wendy, thank you for the kind words and the super chat. Chelsie, thank you for the super chat. Jermaine King, thank you so much. And Carla T, you guys are all amazing. Like I say, beautiful pumpkin spice babies. And we'll have some fun tonight after the episode as well. So make sure you have your notifications on so you get notified every time I go live. Don't forget to subscribe. Follow me on social media at Joleen Lunzer everywhere. I was checking out the Big Brother TikTok, and there's a lot of people covering Big Brother on TikTok. And so I started following some of them because I want to show some love and support. But I'm like, I gotta put more shit, more baby shit on my TikTok. So if you are on TikTok, come find me at Joleen Lunzer. And hopefully I'll be better about that. And obviously Instagram, but like Angela says, I wish a MFer would come follow me on the TikTok.
I wish a mother would.
This is Big Brother.
Okay. And shout out to all my dogs at the crib. And we're going to hear another shout out to all the dogs at the crib tonight.
Shout out all my dogs at the crib. Shout out all my dogs at the crib. Shout out all my dogs at the crib. Shout out all my dogs at the crib.
Shout out to all my dogs at the crib. You guys are all beautiful pumpkin spice babies, and I will see you later tonight. And like I always say, always remember to enjoy yourself because it's later than you think. Bye.